Oh, that shit was wild last night, boy. Oh my god, I ain't never seen so many strippers and cocaine in the same place. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, that one, what was her name? Like Cinnamon or something like that. Yo, Cinnamon did a lot of cocaine. She gave me a number, but I don't know if it was. I'll find out. Um, I'm really sick and tired of you motherfuckers being all up in my business and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I be up here talking and then y'all be, it don't matter. It don't matter. What up, though? What up, though? It's the one and only Akil, aka Intelligent Rebel with metal aiming at devils on all levels and pedestals. Excuse me. Welcome to another episode of Coming Through in the Clutch, brought to you by Headliner News. We got headliners, headlines, and punchlines. Follow us at Headliner News on all social media platforms. Oh, also, today's show is brought to you by this old school flask because I am an alcoholic and, don't judge. We all got vices. Don't judge. Don't judge at all. So I'm talking about. That's a Kickstarter right there. So yeah, we got a hell of an episode for you today. We're going to go over the NFL. We have a champion, ladies and gentlemen. We have a champion. We're going to go over the Super Bowl. We're going to talk NBA. We're going to go over some scores. We're going to go over the standings. We're going to go over the MVP ladder. The big trades that happened over the trade deadline. And I'm going to give you my Mount Rushmore of NBA small forwards. Also, we are going to talk about an executive order that President Donald Trump signed that greatly impacts women's sports. We're going to talk about NCAA men's basketball. You know, the conference tournaments are coming up like next month, like early next month. I think starting the 11th or so. So we're going to give you the top 25. Let's see here. We are going to go over Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was yesterday, which was Monday, obviously, on Netflix. Today is Tuesday, February the 11th, 2025. We're going to go over Raw. We got some sponsors. And we got a sports quote of the day from none other than Dame Dollar. Dame time, niggas. It's Dame time. All right. Let's go ahead and get to this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you bet money on Kansas City to win the Super Bowl, you motherfuckers might be homeless. Because Kansas City not only didn't win, the motherfuckers forgot there was even a game. Like, these motherfuckers did not show up. Look here. Credit to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia motherfucking Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Way to keep the Super Bowl in the division. You understand me? Keep it home where it belongs. You dig? Look here. Philly put a beat down on Kansas City. 40-22. Be honest with you, like, them last points KC got was really in garbage time. But look here. Congratulations to Jalen Hurts, young black quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. He is now a Super Bowl champion. He's not even 26 years old. The man has a black fiance. He has a black woman as his damn sports agent, getting him that bankity bank. And his next contract, he gonna get even more bankity bank. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's, and when I say let's, let us, when I say us, I mean you motherfuckers, put some respect on Jalen Hurts' motherfucking name. Aight? The young man has been to the Super Bowl twice, 25 years old. He's been to the Super Bowl twice. Has a Super Bowl title that he just won, not to mention a Super Bowl MVP. Look here, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Nah, you got Mahomes, you got Hurts, and then you got everybody else. I don't care about Josh Allen. Josh Allen, you got to win a ring. Lamar Jackson, I don't give a fuck about Lamar Jackson. You got to win a ring. Jalen Hurts got the ring. Shout out to Saquon Barkley, one of the baddest running backs to ever carry the football. That's a fact. When he's healthy, you not stopping that young man. Now, here's the thing. Kansas City shut the Philadelphia run game down. They shut down Barkley and Company. They shut him down. And I can see how the focus, the defensive game plan was to stop Saquon because he was the catalyst. But hey, you focus all your attention on him. You forget about AJ. You forget about the others. You forget about Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl champions. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Brandon Graham, former Wolverine. You understand? Get your ring pimping. And to the Philadelphia fan base, real quick. Shout out to Nick Sirianni, who's the head coach. Look here. Sometimes the worst part about sports are fan bases. Last year, you motherfuckers wanted Hurts gone. You motherfuckers wanted Sirianni gone. You wanted everybody. You wanted to tear the motherfucker down, blow the bitch up. Motherfuckers need to be patient, right? Need to be patient. Because guess what happened? Nick Sirianni won a fucking Super Bowl. Now, what's crazy is Doug Peterson won a Super Bowl with you motherfuckers. You ran his ass out of town. Let's see if you motherfuckers run Sirianni out of town as well. But until that happens, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. They are the apex. They are the team of teams. To beat the man, or to beat a man, you gotta beat the man. Well, they beat the shit out of the man. Beat the shit out of the man. Oh, by the way, since Kansas City didn't win, since they didn't get a three-peat, can you motherfuckers put the whole conspiracy about the NFL and the referees and it was rigged for Kansas City to win? And can y'all shut the fuck up? Because, I mean, hell, if the NFL, if the referees, if anybody was involved in helping KC, they sure as hell took the day off from the Super Bowl. So can we cut that bullshit conspiracy out? All right, thank you, appreciate it. The next major event in the NFL is, of course, the draft, which I believe is sometime in April, May, some shit like that. April, May, something like that. But shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. You motherfuckers are champions. Hey. Salute to you. No hate this way. All right. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the NBA, a.k.a. the National Basketball Association. We are going to go over a couple of scores from last night. Let's see here. The San Antonio Spurs beat the league's worst team, which is the Washington Wizards. They're pathetic. San Antonio won 131-121. The Atlanta Hawks, shout out to Trae Young and company, they beat the Orlando Magic 112-106. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the league's best team, they defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 128-107. The Brooklyn Nets, Brooklyn. They defeated the Charlotte Hornets 97-89. The Boston Celtics beat the Miami Heat 103-85. Oklahoma City The West best team, they defeated the New Orleans Pelicans 137-101. God damn, that's a blowout. That's a 36-point win. God damn. The fuck is wrong with these supposed NBA teams, nigga? How you getting blew out by 36 fucking points? Like, god damn. The new look Golden State Warriors, and I'll tell you why they're the new look Golden State Warriors in a sec. They defeated the Milwaukee Bucks 125-111. Sacramento Kings defeated the Dallas Mavericks 129-128 in overtime. Hell of a game of the night. God damn. Here go another 29 point. You got a 29 point blowout here. The Denver Nuggets blew out the Portland Trailblazers 146-117. And finally, the new look, yes, new look LA Lakers. We all know why they're new look. I talk about that too. They defeated the Utah Jazz 132-113. All right. Let's go over the standings, shall we? The All-Star break is coming up, like really, really soon. If I'm not mistaken, the All-Star game is February 16th. That's in 5 days. So let's go ahead and take a look at the standings if the playoffs were to start today. It's the All-Star break, right? So if the playoffs were to start today, here are your top 6 teams and your bottom 4 play-in teams in each conference. When it comes to the East, you got the Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers, Milwaukee Bucks, and what up, doe? The Detroit Pistons at number 6. And your 4 play-in teams will be the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, Orlando Magic, and Chicago Bulls. On the western side of things, your top 6 teams: Oklahoma City Thunder, Memphis Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets, Los Angeles Lakers, Houston Rockets, and the Los Angeles Clippers. Bottom 4 teams, fighting for that play-in, fighting for those final 2 spots: Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks, Sacramento Kings, Golden State Warriors, with the Phoenix Suns and San Antonio looking on the outside, and on the outside looking in. I think the Western Conference going forward is very intriguing, especially with the bottom 6 teams, right? Because I want to see if Phoenix can make the playoffs, San Antonio, that'll be dope. Dallas and like Golden State, you know what I'm saying? Minnesota, they can miss it. You know, I would love to see like those things like that. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. So we'll see how that West will go. All right. Now, let's talk about the MVP race. As always, I like to go to the Kia MVP ladder on NBA.com. Not that much has changed since last week, if anything. But let's go over the cases. Number 1, you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, hell, the boy's balling out. You know what I'm saying? Since January 20th, the man has dropped 3 50-point games. The man ain't had none until this season. Not a single 50-point game. He had 3 since January 20th. Over his last 10 games, the man has averaged 38 points, 6.5 assists, 4 rebounds, and close to 2 steals while shooting 58%. I mean, if that's not the definition of do every damn thing all around, I don't know what the fuck is. If you keep going at this rate, that young man is going to win the MVP, and there shouldn't be a debate about it. Number 2, you got Nikolai Jokic. Denver Nuggets, he's at number 2. The man is averaging 30 points, close to 13 rebounds, and at 10 assists. He's still averaging a triple-double. Hey, when Russell Westbrook, he averaged a triple-double. I think he did it for like 3 straight years. One of those years, I believe he won the MVP. So if Jokic keeps up this triple-double rate, and the Denver Nuggets are in playoff contention, yeah, he might just get that bad boy. You can take this next man's name off the list because he's injured for the time being, but he's on it due to a technicality. But you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's averaging close to 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. I've said it once, and I'm going to say it again. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a good player, but he is the most overrated MVP candidate that I can think of. And the numbers inside the numbers will back me up on that. But he's still a hell of a player, you know. Number 4, we got the light-skinned assassin, Jason Tatum for the Boston Celtics. My man is averaging close to 27 points a game, 9 rebounds, close to 6 assists. You know, he's kind of up and down. But at the end of the day, like Jason, he's a monster. You know what I'm saying? It really matters in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's when everything's going to get ramped up. You know what I'm saying? I know he's carrying a chip on his shoulder due to being benched during the Olympics and everything, but let's just wait until the playoffs because I want to see if playoff Tatum activates. And then rounding out your top 5 is Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks, averaging 24 points, close to 14 rebounds, and 3 assists. I've never been the biggest Cat fan. I give players props with their credit where credit is due. He is a good player. I've always felt he was a little bit on the Charmin side of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kills me, like, when big men, like legitimate big men, because, like, he's a legitimate big man size-wise. It kills me, even when Joker do it, it kills me when these motherfuckers want to shoot threes and want to be pretty and finesse and shoot these long-range, low-percentage shots when they need to be in the fucking blocks and shit. When they need to be banging down low and shit and get new points. You know what I'm saying? Leave the 3-point shooting to the 1s, 2s, and 3s. Get your big ass down in the motherfucking post, scared ass nigga. All right then. An honorable mention on the outside looking in, Donovan Mitchell, Spider, and Jaren Jackson from the Memphis Grizzlies. So once again, we got Shai Gilgeous at number 1, Nikolai at number 2, Giannis at number 3, Jason Tatum at number 4, and Karl Anthony Towns at number 5. Let me know in the comments, who do you think will win the MVP? Who are your top 5 MVP candidates? Let me know in the comments. Let's see here. Let's go briefly, talk briefly about the trade deadline. The trade deadline has passed. And the major trades were as follows. AD, who can't stay healthy by any way, shape, or form. The man cannot stay. How the hell you getting injured and getting abdominal strain and out indefinitely and nigga, you wasn't touched? I changed my point of view from last week. LA won this trade. Dallas, you stupid as hell. Man, I'm thinking this motherfucker gonna be healthy. This nigga got an abdominal strain. Non-contact and out indefinitely. Oh, well. Yeah, so Luka is a Laker. AD is on the bench in Dallas. That sounds about right. De'Aaron Fox, he is a San Antonio Spur. He's paired alongside Victor Wembanyama. That's going to be a dynamic duo in the future. They get a couple more parts. San Antonio is going to be a monster. What's my man? Zach LaVine. He went to the Sacramento Kings, if I'm not mistaken. Gets to be repaired up with DeMar DeRozan. We'll see what happens in Sacramento. And the other big trade, Miami finally got rid of diva Jimmy Butler. He is now a Golden State Warrior, and Golden State, in exchange, gave up Andrew Wiggins and some other parts. I mean, I guess the Jimmy Butler pickup is a good pickup. He is consistent, if not anything. When it comes to the playoffs, the man he plays. The man does play. Um, my only question is how many games until Jimmy and Draymond get into a fight? Or does Draymond bitch up and not even fuck with Jimmy? Cause Draymond, one thing about him, he only fuck with motherfuckers he know not gonna do shit to him. And Jimmy comes off like the type of motherfucker that'll knock your ass out. You know what I'm saying? For talking that shit. So we'll see. If the two just so happen to get into a fight, my money's on Jimmy Butler. And I hope he knocked the dog shit out of Dray. I want Jimmy Butler to hit Draymond Green so hard that when Draymond Green wake up, the nigga white. I want Jimmy Butler to punch the black off that motherfucker. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. We'll see how all those trades work out. We'll see. Only time will tell the winners and losers. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But my money's on Jimmy if they do fight. So real quick, allow me, since we're still on the NBA, allow me to give you my Mount Rushmore of NBA small forwards. For those of you that don't know, Mount Rushmore is a monument in one of the Dakotas. It's a monument with 4 white faces. 4 white faces that that made America great. So here is my Mount Rushmore of NBA small forwards. No particular order. The Slim Reaper, a.k.a. Kevin motherfucking Durant. Yeah. LeBron James. Oh yeah, he's on the Mount Rushmore small forwards. Ain't no denying that. LeBron James. Yeah. This is gonna be a controversial pick, but fuck y'all, I stand by it. Larry Hick from French Lick Bird. Yeah, nigga. The Great White Hope. The Hick from French Lick. That white boy can ball. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Fuck y'all. And number 4, it was a tough choice. It was between 2 people. It was between Scottie Pippen and Detroit's own, what up, though, Iceman George motherfucking Gervin. Of course I went with George motherfucking Gervin. The Iceman, the finger roll. Did that finger roll, Rick? Motherfucker still ain't finger rolling. They ain't finger rolling like that. It's Detroit's own, what up, though, George? Yeah. Fuck Pippen. And that's only on some Detroit Piston, Chicago Bull hate shit. But Pippen is definitely is arguably up there. Like this ain't no bullshit. This ain't no cap. Like Pippen was the original point forward. You know what I'm saying? Pippen is like 6'8", 6'9", something like that. Shit, he might be like 6'10", 6'8", 6'9". He was handling the rock, bringing the ball up the court. He was facilitating. He was dunking on cats. He was shooting the rock. He was getting rebounds. He was a hell of a defense. Like, Scottie Pippen does not get the credit he deserves for a couple of reasons. One, he played alongside Michael Jordan, who many consider to be the single greatest basketball player to ever live. And then also, he refused to go in the game because the last shot wasn't drawn up for him. And as of late, he's been going on this salty bitch tour, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Michael. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You got 6 rings. If you ain't got no money, that's your fault. You got 6 rings. You should have money. You're a Hall of Famer, top 50, top 75. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, goddamn. Like, you tarnishing your legacy. I just did to get there. But yeah, those are my Mount Rushmore of NBA small forwards. You got Kevin Durant, LeBron James, the hick from French Lick, Larry Bird, and George Iceman motherfucking Gervin, Detroit's own. What up, doe? What up, doe? Let me know in the comments your Mount Rushmore of NBA small forwards. All right. So, real quick, your president, your 47th president, President Donald John Trump, has signed yet another executive order. This executive order I actually agree with. This is a very controversial, hot button issue. And you all know I don't shy away from hot button issues. So again, you're president, and I say you're president because I didn't vote for the motherfucker. I don't vote at all, so fuck all of them. Anyway, your president signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in female sporting events, saying, quote, "The war on women's sports is over." I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't give a fuck how you feel about this and how you feel about how I feel about it, but I agree with the president 100% on this. The fact of the matter is, the majority of transgender athletes, right, that are infiltrating these sports, or these women's sports, are trans women. Trans women were born boys and they're transitioning to be a woman, which is the opposite of a trans man that was born a girl and is transitioning to be a man. All of this transitioning can be confusing since little girls transition into being women and little boys transition into being young men. It gets confusing. However, when it comes to sports, boys go against boys. Young men go against young men. Grown men go against grown men. Girls go against girls. Young women go against young women. Grown women go against grown women. Why can't transgender athletes compete against transgender athletes? It's only fair, correct? Because boys can't compete in girls' sports and girls can't compete in boys' sports, although there are a couple of instances where in high school football, if I'm not mistaken, there was a young lady who was a quarterback of a high school, a young lady who was a kicker, and I think a young lady who was a linebacker, and these are all high school. And I believe there was a young lady who walked on as a kicker, I want to say at Vanderbilt or something like that. She did the opening kickoff, and I think she kicked a field goal in a game. If I'm not mistaken, you can look it up. Although for those particular people, those are great individual feats, I'm not a fan of that shit. And you shouldn't be either. You shouldn't. And the thing is, you should remove all your emotion out of this conversation and discussion and just use your logic. Because logically, boys, young men and men compete against boys, young men and grown men, and women do the same. Transgender athletes should do the same. It is not hateful to say that. It is not transphobic to say that. Don't sit up here and try to and come at me with your barrage of bullshit, because motherfuckers, I sling it right back at your ass. You understand me? I'm not saying transgender athletes shouldn't compete in sports, but damn it, they should not compete against either. They should not compete against women. I don't care how much estrogen how many medications, how many surgeries. No. If you do not have a fucking uterus, I don't give a fuck how you want to identify yourself. You should not be competing against girls, young women, or grown women. All right? If you got a fucked up uterus, you can compete against those women. You still got a uterus, a natural uterus, just a little fucked up. Because there's some women out there that got some fucked up uteruses. You got women out there whose natural born parts don't function like others. They're still fucking women. It's just the parts are a little fucked up. It's like a man, it's like a child being born with an impotent dick. His dick might not get up, but the motherfucker. All I'm saying is transgender athletes should compete against transgender athletes. If you have a problem with that, you are the fucking problem, right? You are the fucking problem. Not me, not the president, you. For the last time, young boys compete against young boys, young men compete against young men, grown men compete against grown men, little girls compete against little girls, young ladies compete against young ladies, grown women compete against grown women, transgender athletes should compete against each other. Simple as that. That was Akil's point of view on President Donald John Trump's executive order banning transgender athletes from competing in female sports or female sporting events. And female events, period. All right. Let's go, let's talk quickly about the NCAA men's basketball. The conference tournaments will be starting March 11th. As it stands right now, I'm just going to go over the top 25 teams and we're going to move the fuck on. We're going to do this in order. If your team is listed, shout your team out. If your team is not listed, motherfuckers need to do better. Here's your top 25. AP top 25. Auburn, Alabama, Duke, Florida. Hold up. Duke, Florida, Tennessee, Houston, Purdue, Texas A&M. Shout out to Texas A&M. My cousin go there. Hey, cuz. Shout out to Texas A&M. St. John's, Iowa State, Michigan State, Texas Tech, Arizona, Memphis, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Kansas, Marquette, Ole Miss, Big Blue, Missouri, Mississippi State, Clemson, Creighton, and Maryland. Those are your top 25 men's basketball teams. All right. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw, shall we? We're going to go over this briefly. So Raw was live from Nashville, Tennessee last night. Here's a quick recap. Jey Uso, main event. Jey Uso, he started the show. And about 5 minutes in, he was about to say something. Then Gunther, who's the champion, world heavyweight champion, beat shit out of him, powerbombed him twice, just for Jey to say, Gunther, I'll be going against you at WrestleMania. No disrespect to main event Jey. I'm glad that he's getting his chance. I don't know if I would spend money for that particular main event, to see that particular main event, especially when you have a triple threat with Seth, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns, I believe is already lined up. And then you got whoever Cody's going to face. So, I don't know. Maybe what WWE is doing with Jey Uso is righting their wrongs for Daniel Bryan. Remember Daniel Bryan back in the day with the yes, 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 and that whole him versus the Authority, Triple H, you're too small, blah, blah, blah. They waited and 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 finally gave him the championship, this, that, and the third. They waited too late, and that's what a lot of fans thought. So I think WWE is righting their wrongs with with Daniel Bryan by inserting main event Jay in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Who knows? He might actually win that motherfucker. Who knows? Seth Rollins, he was out there on the top floor, top deck of the stadium, did a quick little interview. He really didn't say much. Finn Balor interrupted him. Apparently those two, they got a match next week or whatever, for Elimination Chamber spot. So, they gonna do battle. They got a history. Let's see, you got new tag team champions. What is it? American Made, which is Chad Gable's stable, which is pretty much a rewrap of Team Angle. You know, when it was Kurt Angle, Charlie Haas, Shelton Benjamin, it's literally like an exact replica. I mean, hell, down to the theme music and everything. So, but congratulations to American Made. They beat, what was it, the War Raiders? Yeah, they defeated the War Raiders. Rhea Ripley and the Asian young lady, Isso something. They gonna do battle next week for the women's championship. Dirty Dom is going against AJ Styles, who made a return. So yeah, Dirty Dom and AJ, that's gonna be next week. CM Punk came out, cut a promo, and then Logan Paul interrupted him because Logan Paul had a qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber against Rey Mysterio, which Logan Paul ended up winning. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that motherfucker got some moves. So he did this one move where him and Rey Mysterio, they was at the top rope, and it was in essence a fireman's carry slam, but it was like a fireman's carry slam with an extra flip, and the shit was insane. And Logan Paul's finishing move is kind of crazy because like he picks you up and then it's like he kind of like midair, it turns into a DDT, and like that shit is cold-blooded. We'll see the impact that he has on the Elimination Chamber because he is now a part of it. So we'll see. That's what happened with Raw. Overall, pretty decent show. Overall, yeah, pretty decent. If you saw Raw, let me know in the comments what you thought about the episode. All right. We got a couple more things and we up out this motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take this time to thank our sponsors. These are the entities that keep the lights on here at Coming Through in the Clutch. Pee Wee Football, your child's road to amnesia begins here. Support us, support bras. We support the girls, so you don't have to. And finally, winners only trophies. Our trophies are for the best, not the rest. Once again, I would like to thank our sponsors. Pee Wee Football, support us, support bras, and winners only trophies. Thank you for keeping the lights on here at Coming Through in the Clutch. Without you, we'd still be doing this. It'd just be in the dark and we wouldn't be getting paid. So, thank you, sponsors. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is the portion of the show. The portion of the show where I go over a quick rundown and I give you the sports quote of the day. So, quick recap, as I should say. Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Both are very deserving. Brandon Graham, Big Blue, very deserving. Put some respect on Jalen Hurts' name. When it comes to the NBA, hey, the top 6 in each conference pretty much the same. It's All-Star break. It's going to be an interesting rest of the way to see who makes it into the playoffs. The MVP race goes as follows: Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikolai Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. Let me know in the comments your MVP picks. My Mount Rushmore of small forwards goes as follows: Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Larry Hick from French Lick, Bird, and George motherfucking Iceman Gervin, Detroit Tone. What up, though? What up, though? Honorable mention, Scottie motherfucking Pippen. Your president, because again, I don't vote. Your president signed an executive order banning transgender athletes from participating in women's sporting events. I agree with this executive order wholeheartedly. Transgender athletes should compete against transgender athletes. It's fair, it's balanced. Trans athletes should compete against other trans athletes. When it comes to men's basketball, I'm not going over the top 25 again. If you follow it, you know who the top 25 is. If your team is in the top 25, shout out to your team. If your team ain't in the top 25, motherfuckers do better. Let's see here. Brief recap of WWE Monday Night Raw. Main event Jay will be facing Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Logan Paul has earned a Elimination Chamber spot. He defeated Rey Mysterio. You got new tag team champions, American Made. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor next week. CM Punk cut a promo. That's about it. Pretty decent show. I want to thank our sponsors one more time, baby. Pee Wee Football, Support Us, Support Bras, and Winners Only Trophies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the sports quote of the day. Last week, I played Deion Sanders' Must Be the Money. Now I'm going to play a hip-hop track from one Dame Dollar. And this was a diss track aimed at Shaquille O'Neal. Came out, I think, a few years ago, as a matter of fact. And Dame Dollar got bars. And I'm going to look and see if Shaq got a retort. But this is called Rain, Rain, Go Away by Dame motherfucking Dollar. You know how I like to put the hoodie on this shit, right? Yeah, we got to show that D. All right, let's get it.
Dollar. He saved the goat, I come for his body. Plan him cause he bought the copies. Should've just passed me the torch, I got no remorse, I beat him like Rocky. I fill the tank up with diesel. You jealous of me and I see you. Cause on this day, originals just can't fuck with this sequel. New school got new hits. Space Jam, not blue chips. Hey man, don't shoot shit. Dame 6, I'm too lit. Big name, got big bread, but you corny. Gift bags get purchased. Every time you get horny, then they repo. Love you when you was in beast mode. Don't you thought you was a cheat code? Know that you shoot for the cheap hoes. Shoot any work like your free throws. Know you see my pockets deep, so you flexing ain't really a thing, bro. We both could be working at Kinko's. And Kobe, when you them rings, though. Nursery rhymes spitting. Small cars sitting, icy hot poster boy. TNT snitching. Big man hating. Mad at my existence. Had a song with Bad Boy. Throw Jordan to the Pistons. Getting to the chicken. This ain't nothing new to me. I always been the chosen one. Nothing you could do with me. This what rich look like. Been for the dough and jewelry. I'm from where Tom Hanks from, but no time foolery. Do it All your personalities, real characters could get revealed.
Woo!
We could've did a track together. Just pass the torch. Was lit without you, brother. I was busting off the porch. Call 911, hot, dusting off the Porsche. Look inside that statue at Staples and find a corpse.
Woo!
Confused that why you barked up the tree, cause I'ma do you. Versace on my body, you finally gon' meet Medusa. Don't know if I address you as Shaq or Shaq fool you. Old head can't see me, he blinded, slick with the ruler. Pride all in the way and you know it, you big cocky. Heard my rhymes and quickly turned into a disc jockey. Nigga wanna play with the monster, you big poppy. Was mad at Steph unanimous trophy, you sick probably.
Woo!
Be wise to move on, Aristotle, cause this a gimme. All the money in the world, but traded you for penny. Recorded with the legends of your time, I get with plenty. Never run from smoke, I'm the type to climb up the chimney. Was really feeling gravy. At least enough to diss me. Shoulda knew this was a shootout, I could never let you zip me.
Woo!
Said that Max was little, that 250 million crispy. Can't recall you getting that when I was cruising on the 10 speed. This a different era, you the past and you the past. Said yourself that I'm a Tesla, no longer need diesel gas.
Woo!
Kinda like the Cavs, ain't really need diesel ads.
Mm.
And even in Miami, won that on the strength of flags.
Mm.
You had a moment, OG, you the pioneer. But I didn't reach the top at this point and the climb is clear. All my bars is colder than any climate that's near. So if you're looking for the stop to the rain, you can find it here.
Woo!
Feel
I'm sick. Oh, I can't make it to the plantation. I'm sick. Oh shit, I'm sick, nigga. Oh my God, that ain't nothing but all facts. Shout out to Dame Dollar. Oh, oh, all the money they trade you for a penny. Oh, on the Tesla, don't need no diesel. Yo, shout out to Dame Dollar. Dame time. Dame time. I'm gonna see if Shaq got a response. Yo, that's been another episode of Coming Through in the Clutch. I'm the one and only Akil, aka Intelligent Rebel with metal aiming at devils on all levels and pedestals. When the game is on the line, I take the last shot because I always come through in the clutch. I hollers. Shit, I want them to send the hate mail talking about them transgender shit. Y'all motherfuckers sensitive. Send that hate mail if you want to, nigga. I send hate back times 10. The government did it.